Introduction. The Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ, is indeed a witness for Christ. On average, Christ is mentioned every 1.7 verses in the Book of Mormon. No wonder it is, quote, the keystone of our religion, and a man would get nearer to God by abiding by its precepts than by any other book, close quote. You'll find that quote at the introduction at the beginning of the Book of Mormon. Joseph Smith made this statement to the 12 apostles in Brigham Young's home in Nauvoo on November 28, 1841. This is the second of a 3-volume set designed to serve as a teacher in your hand as you study the Book of Mormon. Part 1 covered 1 Nephi through the words of Mormon. This book, Your Study of the Book of Mormon Made Easier, Part 2, covers Mosiah through Alma. Part 3 will cover Helaman through Moroni. The Book of Mosiah. As we begin our study of this portion of the Book of Mormon, we will step back from the details and look at the big picture for a moment. There are often major messages from the Lord in the Scriptures, which we can more readily see when we take time out from looking at the trees, so to speak, and pull back for a look at the forest. For instance, you could, in a general way, divide the Book of Mormon into 3 parts. In the first third, we see men and women who are righteous when we first meet them in the account and who remain righteous to the end. Examples would include Lehi and Sariah, Nephi, Sam, Jacob, and Zoram. We are introduced to others who tend to be rebellious and wicked when we first meet them, and who remove themselves farther and farther from God as the account continues, until they become extremely wicked and depraved. Examples would include Laman and Lemuel, the sons of Ishmael and their wives. In summary, in the first third or so of the Book of Mormon, we meet people who are righteous when we are first introduced to them, and we watch as they exercise faith and repentance and thus become stronger and stronger in following God throughout their lives. This is a great example and encouragement to each of us. On the other hand, we see rebellious and wicked souls who never seem to make a 100% commitment to follow God, and thus become less and less sensitive to the Spirit, and more apt to follow Satan's ways. The righteous become more righteous, and the wicked become more wicked.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?